You are all welcome to my family that is Simple Living Disha Shetties. You have become our family. Everyone, this is Sunday morning's video because I'm showing the cooking video. See, this is masala chai. I love it and I've shown the recipe also several times. So I'm preparing mutton gravy today, and there's a best combination. See, this is mutton which I washed and kept, and this is tomato as well as spun onions. I have cleaned and kept it. So after my daily chores, my work, I have started the work. Since I'm concentrating on mutton gravy and the deadly combination of mutton gravy, I have also preparing. That's the reason I am initial what I am going to do after I wake up. I have not shown. Gradually, maybe when the video is not lengthy, I will surely show, because this mutton gravy what I am preparing and the deadly combination what I am going to give for this is really amazing. And if here, this is pearl onion as well as tomatoes. So right now I have bought 1.5 kgs of mutton. So I want mutton gravy a little bit more because it will be very tasty. The next day the gravy will be very tasty. Same day also it will be very tasty. But sambar powder you have to prepare in the way how I prepare. There is nothing called store bought masalas used in the curry. So here onions and pearl onions and tomatoes. So pearl onions you are going to use 2 cups. So at least 1.5 cups of pearl onions you are supposed to use for grinding, and half cup of it you have to keep separately because I'm going to cook it separately. So here curry leaves I'm using. So what I am doing is, first I am going to roast the tomatoes. That is 4 to 5, 6 tomatoes you are going to use. So 6 tomatoes as well as 1.5 cups of pearl onions and curry leaves. I am going to roast it and then grind it. Without roasting, if you grind, the taste won't be that good. You can have try it in that method also. I tried, but I didn't, the taste was not that good. That's the reason I'm roasting it with oil a little and then grinding it. So you can grind it and then roast, but still the taste will be different. But this is really best way. You have to roast it and grind it. So see here I have used. So try to be little careful, because if you are using steel jar, it is very difficult to hold the mixie jar, and when you are going to use a hot ingredient in it, you have to give enough time. So that's the reason what I am trying to do is I have kept it in the mixie jar, and along with that what I am doing is I am using ginger garlic in the same paste in the same cooker. I make ginger garlic paste and keep it for 2 or 3 weeks. So this is also again homemade. So oil and then ginger garlic paste. So whenever I cook major I am not concentrating on the things which is bought from outside. I usually prepare at home. So here this gravy also, this doesn't have any, only chili powder I brought from store. Apart from that, all ingredients are prepared. Sambar, everything is prepared at home. So here see, this is fenugreek seed. Fenugreek seed seasoning is very common in my place. Basically my granny was giving fenugreek seasoning only. So I don't know, that aroma is really good for our cooking. So that's the reason I am giving fenugreek seasoning with the ginger garlic paste in oil, and then I'm roasting it a little, because the raw smell also should go without the so you try to use garlic a little bit more than ginger. So usually it can be chicken, mutton or fish, anything, the garlic proportion should be 75% and ginger should be 50%. That's how you have to take. So now I have mixed the mutton. So this is 1.5 kg mutton. So again you will be thinking why I have kept mutton in the bucket. So usually I am following this custom. I don't know whether I need to follow or not. I eat mutton, chicken, everything, but I usually don't have this on Fridays. So what I have done is I don't have sink in my kitchen. I've kept the sink in the utility, as well as in kitchen I have the aquaguard RO for the water. So here see, chili powder I am going to use. So I am going to clean the mutton and keep it separately in the bucket. Then I am directly putting it into the cooker for cooking, or else I have to use one more utensils in the mutton than again for the mutton. So that's the reason I'm using plastic ones, which is again I'm not going to keep it inside my kitchen. So this is the homemade sambar powder which I have prepared, and I have shown you the recipe also. So that thing I'm using into the mixie jar along with the tomato, onions, curry leaf mixture. So you are grinding it very finely. It should be very fine, not coarse. Coarse will not give the consistency. Very fine paste you should grind. that's when it is going to give the taste. Now you have you can either add masala to this one, or you can either go with the cooker only. So this is again the new thing, tamarind syrup. I'm going to prepare tamarind syrup and keep in the fridge for my regular use, because I use tamarind regularly. So here, see, again I have not added water at all for grinding. But when you the mixture is very thick now. Mutton, garlic, ginger, see, you can see it's very thick, but that's the reason I have added a little water. Or else when you keep it in the cooker for boiling, right, it will get the burnt smell. That's why. So now see, I have got the steam in the cooker, and I've kept the weight also, so I'm going to give 4 whistles to it. So now the remaining masala what I have in the see, along with that I'm going to prepare ragi mudde as well. As I told, deadly combination, ragi mudde is the best combination for mutton gravy. So see here what I have done. This is homemade ghee again. Sometimes in the next video I'll show you the homemade ghee, how I prepare also. So it is desi ghee, we can say. It is really amazing. So here what I am doing is half proportion of the masala what I have grinded initially is been used in the inside, is been used for the cooker. Now this is the different masala. Same masala I have added coconut and made it into fine paste. Again, coconuts are from my own fields, which are from my father sends me. We have coconut fields. Whenever I go to my native, I'll show you the coconut field, as well as the coconut trees also there. The plantation, everything I'll be showing you. So right now I am in Chennai. So this is also my house only. So I have not shown, but I will show you. So coconuts of my place is really very tasty. They are very sweet and they don't spoil for long. As well as we are growing it in our own field in the organic way, so that's much more healthier for our much more healthy. If you go for the store bought, we don't know how they, because people are selling, so they might put artificial chemicals also. See here, I have cooked the mutton, I have opened the mutton also, I'm tasting it. It is always better to taste mutton, because mutton gets cooked very slowly, so it is always better to taste the mutton and then check whether it is cooked or not, and then you have to put it for the masala. So here 2 masala. Initial masala didn't have coconut, so coconut you're not supposed to use for the cooker. So now the masala as well as the mutton, see, it is cooked very nicely, it is very tender, it melts in the mouth. So that's how mutton also, it's really amazing. I got an amazing mutton right now. So it's very cooks very well, and it is very very tasty. See here, I have added the masala and I'm cooking it. So for this I have coconut, so you have to adjust the salt also. Initially the salt would have been a little less, so I'm adjusting it everywhere. So my sambar masala I have used for grinding. Here in this stage also you can taste it. If you feel that you need to add little sambar powder which I have prepared, you can add that also, but I don't need it now. So here this is the thing where what I have done is I have added 4 cups of ragi powder and 8 cups of water in this. So then I have mixed it initially in my hand, then I have put it in the so this is the mutton gravy which is already done and ready. So now see, this is for ragi mudde. So I have mixed it, and then I'm stirring it in the gas. So see here, you can see the color. So the color should be, see, this is the right see, can you see the difference in the color? This brown color is the indication that the ragi what you have done is cooked. So if you go with 4:8 consistent, 1:2 consistent proportion, your method will be really good. So you can see that I have cooked it and I'm putting it in the plate. Okay, so I'm putting it in the plate. See here, this plate to cool it, because I cannot make it into a ball when it is very hot. So see here, this is the image of, so I'm keeping it for close. See, this is really the images. This is the olden days. We had separate kitchen outside. This is not my house picture, but yeah, I've got from the friends. Here, this is how well near the field and all. So see, now the ragi mudde matter is actually cool, and how you have to give the shape. See, the color gives the indication that your ragi balls are cooked. So see here, this is how you make it as a ball. You have to use the water, make it into a ball in your hand. This is the best way. It's up to you. I use 2 hands, but people use 1 hand and 1 plate. It's up to you. You can whatever it is, you should give it a ball shape. That's all. That's fine. So here, see the way how I have told, if you prepare, the ragi mudde will be very soft and it will be very nice. I mean to say, hard ragi mudde is not good. It should melt in your mouth. See, these are the ragi muddes which are really very tasty and yummy. And the deadly mutton gravy combination is also super. Very simple. The key ingredient is my tamarind as well as the sambar powder which I have prepared. And of course, good quality of mutton is very well required. So this is the mutton gravy. You have to really try with the ragi mudde and you tell me how is the taste. I bet and I challenge you, nothing can beat this food, and this is really healthy food. Please do try and comment and share. Please subscribe. Please click the button. Please comment. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.